Hello guys, what is up? Welcome to Coffee with Tony. We ugly today, we ugly. I mean, I woke up not too long ago. Ooh, feeling ugly though. Feeling all kinds of ugly right now. Yeah. What's up guys, what is up? Welcome to Coffee with Tony. Basically my new talk videos. I feel like I wanted to make my talk videos again just because I really enjoyed it looking back at them, and just a nice way for you guys to get to know me, my more personal life, just a raw sit down. Hey bitch, Brittany bitch. I made a video last night, I made this video last night, but for some reason, for one, it wouldn't go public, and I uploaded it as public, but it's private and I cannot change it. It keeps saying error, so it's just private. Looking at it, I just sounded tired and I just couldn't get my words straight. So yeah. But I will include the beginning of the video here where it was funny because when I did the whole intro, Coffee with Tony, and I literally spilled my coffee everywhere. So that I will include here. Hello guys, what is up? Welcome to Coffee with Tony. Oh my god, that's hot. That was so not part of the video. I was not trying to be funny. But I always have a napkin with me when I have coffee because I can't walk to save my life and the coffee just goes everywhere. I think because I started laughing. Damn it. And this shit's hot. Cup says, hello spring. Spring my ass, let me tell you. This is the coldest April, May we've had ever. So that was fun. And you know, I hate when I film a video and I feel like I make really good points and I feel like I really get what I need out there, but I just don't like the overall feeling of the whole thing, like the vibe, and I can't post it, so. It is what it is, but hey. I miss doing these talk videos where I sat down and just kind of discussed. And looking back at some of my old talk videos, and you can probably look them up. I think they're still public. I was a diva. Rocking my Hello Spring. Hello Spring, my ass. Mother Nature, what's the tea? What's the tea, girl? Bad enough we got the Rona. Bad enough we got the killer bees now. What's good? I don't know if I like this angle. This is like too high up because anything, ugh. I just did my face, my morning routine. I bought some products. I'm starting to do like a morning routine to kind of get this face a little bit more younger and fresh. You know, I bought, it's all over here. I bought a beard wash that I do every other night. Then I bought a face wash. It's all from Target, Goodfellow brand stuff and more. And maybe I'll do like a skin routine video if I see results. I'm still kind of new at doing it, so I don't know. Am I supposed to feel results or something? Am I supposed to be like, look like a baby? So I bought a face wash, I bought a serum, and I bought a daily moisturizer. All within the same brand, so. And then I had some eye cream from Wexler that I've had for a couple of years now for like the bags and like the lines, and I don't have the lines, but I have like the bags in the morning sometimes, and yeah, all that fun stuff. So when I look down, you see like the bags. When I like look up, I look cute. Looking to the side, I don't know. I look a different person every direction I turn. I don't know, I'm unique, B. I guess I can talk about what I talked about. I can talk about in this video what I talked about in the Now Scrapped video. I was just giving life updates, really. Just of how I'm doing, because normally I would have done like my life updates in like the series, but I've decided not to bring the series back. It's just, things are not coming together how I would like for them to come together, for one. For two, second, I've got some of the things I'm working on. Three, I miss my old kind of formats of videos and how I would post videos, how I would do them. Since doing the series, I feel like I just haven't been able to do that. And there's so much footage I could have posted like I normally would have that I have not posted, if that makes sense. So I gave life updates. Talked about being single, you know, how am I doing with all of that, and honestly, I couldn't be happier right now. I feel like I've made it, knock on the wood though. Knocking on all the wood. I feel like I've managed to get to the happiest place. That doesn't mean I'm like in the clear. I feel like it's one of those things where like once you're happy, it's not gonna be like smooth sailing. You have to like maintain it still, you know? The whole mental thing. Mentally, I'm great. I talked about how I feel like for me, even though this year to everybody else seems to suck because of the coronavirus and stuff going on, I feel like for me, I haven't been really affected, and my year's actually doing pretty good, you know? I still have my job. My job is doing more for us because of everything, so that's really appreciated. I'm thankful. Mentally speaking, for me and everything that I've gone through in the last few months through the year, I'm in a good place. It just is one of those things where it takes time and you really have to kind of buck up a little bit. I've had to, unfortunately, mold myself differently. I've had to harden myself all the way up. So like I've got the Great Wall of China around my heart, around my mind, because I'll be damned if I lose myself again over someone and something. No offense. That's just not happening anymore, you know? And I guess in life it just has to happen at least once. You have to lose yourself over somebody. You have to go through complete and utter shit. And I always felt like when my crap first happened, that I deserved it, and why was I too happy? Like, you know, there's so much. It seems like everybody in this world, there's so much depression, there's so much going on, there's so much mental health issues and so much negativity that anybody that's happy, you can't be happy. Like whoever's negative has got turned you negative. Like I had these weird thoughts, you know, and I was like, because I feel like, honestly, and not trying to brag about it in any way, because I always mean well when I speak stuff like this, that I feel like I'm like the rare case of where I'm just truly a happy person despite what I went through. Because what I went through was like one of the, probably the first ever traumatizing experience for me. I didn't have a bad childhood growing up. I had a good growing up, you know. I had a loving family growing up, and I know not everybody has that. People are homeless, people get kicked out, people go through childhood traumas. I didn't go through any of that, you know. I wasn't spoiled. I wasn't like the spoiled brat where I had everything handed to me. I was just, things were good, you know. It was just, I had no issues growing up. I've never had like a depression as I got older. I never kind of lost myself in a way. I just kind of went through life being this bubbly person, and I feel like it's a problem for some people. Because they have their issues, understandably speaking, you know, it's hard for them to see somebody who's just like all the happy all the time, and they think like people like me, we just don't get it. But you know, I see a lot more now that I've been through like my first traumatizing experience that really made me question everything about myself, if I want to even be here anymore. Like I feel like I really went into my first like depression. I'm like, oh my god, like where I was just questioning everything about myself, all my views, all my outlooks. Like why am I here? Like what, like everything I believed in was just a lie, right? Because look what happened. So, you know, a lot of crap. But and looking back at all my videos too, and that's one thing, nice thing about when you film your life, you kind of see all of your journey in life, all your phases, all the things you go through. And I'm an open book, so I, for the most part, talk about a lot of things, you know. Of course, I don't put like the deets, like real personal stuff on, but I discuss things, like generally speaking, and try to be open, you know, in my life. And one thing that I see looking back at all my videos through all the years that has stayed consistent, I think, I'm still this bubbly person, you know. I'm still this over the top, like, oh my god person, you know. And I always come out on top with that, thank God. That's just who I am, and I feel like it rubs people the wrong way. It really does. My family, friends, I think. I always have said and still do feel like I'm just misunderstood, you know, and I'm underestimated a lot. And that's probably the hardest thing that I'm going through still today. But it's just, what can I do? How can I, like, I gotta go out of my way to show you what? And I'm serious. Like, you can just see that. You just have to see it in time. There's no way I feel for me to be like, oh, I'm serious. Like, come on now. It don't make sense, you know? I'm trying to do things in my life that I feel like I can't because I don't have the support that I would like from the people that I would think would support me the most. Where's I going with this? And I feel like, all right, I'm trying to get my license, trying to get my car, and I'm trying to get my house. Okay, 3 things that my support's not good because my parents, my family does not think I'm ready. I guess because of how I am, how I present myself, that I'm just this over the top person that's gonna freak out or get like be overly cautious, who's gonna like lose my shit, or, you know, stuff like that. And I'm just like, if I'm not ready now, when am I gonna be ready? I'm almost 30 years old, pretty much, and there's a long history with the driving thing. Looking back at that, I won't get into right now. You can watch back at old series videos of that. A little highlight, but... And I know woe is me. Like, I'm not trying to be like, woe is me. I try to... Because I know people have it worse. You know, people don't have family at all. People don't have... They go, like I said, the traumas, or they lose their family, or they get kicked out. They have to develop those kind of survival skills, if you will. And I never had to worry about that. And I think that's where another thing of who I am and how I came to be today. I was a very sheltered kid. I was very hidden from the world. My family did not want us to leave the house or get involved with people because they didn't know these people. They didn't know. And of course, people around here, or like growing up, you know, the kids were all into the drugs and the sex, and like my parents, and a lot of the kids like are in jail, or they just, you know, diseased up, babied up, you know, no offense, but, and my parents, my family was always like, and you see these kids, this is why we didn't let you around these kids. So, I mean, I'm thankful for that, but, you know, it caused me to kind of have to figure life out in my own way. Like, I didn't know anything about, like, sex, or I was very closed in to where, like, when I went to school, I didn't know a thing about what people would were talking about. They were always asking me, are you a virgin? I'm like, what is that? Or sex. I'm like, what? Like, I didn't know anything. Like, things that kids should know, I guess. Drinking, drugs. I didn't know anything. People would try to talk to me, and I just wouldn't talk to people. I feel like I grew up slower, but I feel like it's good, though. Even though I probably should be more in the loop about some things in life and in the world, but hey, I'm in my own little world. I feel like I'm sidetracking my conversation, what I was originally talking about. But yeah, I'm just me. So yeah, I'm just, you know, so I'm going through that kind of a battle with my family where they freak out. They don't want me to drive. And even today, like, my family would freak out if I said, like, oh, I'm moving here, or like, oh, like, if I go visit my family in New York, and I want to be like, I'm gonna go to the city one day, they're like, oh, no, you're not going to the city. Like, oh, you crazy? Like, it's like, you cannot have that kind of fear. You have to have the mindset of, okay, if something happens, it happens. Unfortunate, yeah, but, like, if it happens, it happens. You cannot not spread your wings because of this fear. And I think my family is in constant fear. Because I know we live in a crazy world, and again, because of how I am and how I present myself, people think I'm gonna have trouble, you know. I think my family still worries about just like being gay, being into the world if something were to happen. Like, I get that. But again, you cannot be afraid to live your life, cannot be afraid to spread your wings. And I feel like my family has prevented me a lot from spreading my wings. Like, there are things I should be doing right now that I'm not doing. Like driving. I would have loved to have my own place by now. I'm 25 years old. But working on it, we'll get into that. But life is good, really. Life is good. I'm happy. I am living my best life right now. I'm good. I've had to just kind of do it all on my own in a way, with the exception of a few support. Here and advice here and there, but I kind of just isolated myself completely. I just kind of had to do my thing. I had to just cry for 24 hours a day, and just kind of do things that made me happy when I could get the motivation. Like I would walk, and I still do these things. Like I would go for walks a lot. I write, I do my videos, my pictures, anything that has always been an outlet to me, I try to do. And I could tell I went through some real shit because all of that stuff was hard to do. But for the most part, I stuck to it. And I just really had to learn all of these first time emotions, all of these first time experiences. And I didn't know how to feel, how to take this on, how to cope, to where I was just lashing out. But it was never like malice intent. I always had good intentions. It was always just like, hey, I'm hurt. I'm sad. I don't know what to do with this emotion right now. So I don't mean to be lashing out. I don't mean to be going on Twitter rants and just kind of bashing all of the above. But it was also valid. I had valid reasons for how I felt. Because I think it could be agreed on that I didn't deserve what was done to me. And if you're new to all this, we'll get into it another day. It's all good. Normal relationship stuff, people. It is, but still it sucks. I lost myself altogether. So I've been trying to really humble myself and just kind of find the balance with myself, get my priorities more straight, and I'm doing good. Life is amazing. I'm just here, you know, I'm working. Trying to get my license. It's like I said, that's a struggle. Not that I can't drive, because I can drive. It's all the behind the scenes things that's an issue with trying to get it, and the support. And I feel like if a parent, just throwing this out there, if a parent really wanted to help you spread your wings, it would have been done already, and it would have been like, oh my God, son, let me take you to the DMV. Like, I want to help you spread your wings. In a perfect world, right, when pigs fly. Trying to get my car. I've got good money saved up. I'm saving for my car, saving for my house. I want to get my own place. I am thinking about taking a risky move and moving out of the state. I've got long-term goal of moving out of the States by either the end of this year or next year, early next year sometime. I just feel like I need a new start, a new chapter. And another thing that I don't have the support on, because again, they think I wouldn't be able to do it, but I think I can. I think I'm not completely naive, and people, I always feel misunderstood. My bubbly personality is like mistaken for someone who's naive or doesn't know, but I do my research. I've done more than enough, and still doing it, to figure things out, and to figure out my finances and how I can make things like this move happen if I wanted to, and get my headspace right for that. And you know, it takes a lot. You can't just, I guess some people can do it. You can't just get up and go, you know? If the opportunity is right, if the timing is right, there's a lot to look into, you know? So, yeah, I think it'd be a nice new start. You know, I have plans of when I start driving, I'm gonna be traveling around. Another thing that I'd like to do, just to kind of be out of the house and spread my wings, and I'm going to be going to I have certain places planned that I'm going to check out the area and states, and get this going, you know. I feel like I'm tainted here at this point. And before, last year, I said that was a bad idea. You can't just get up and go. You can't just run away. Here I am looking to run away, but I'm not looking at this as running away. It's just starting anew, you know. I think my opportunities here as well are not all there. I feel like the states that I'm looking at, there is more of a creative opportunity, and it's more of an accepting place. It's more of an atmosphere. There's more things for me to do. And I'm not necessarily looking for like a city either. People who know me would say, because I was always about moving to the city, and I'm not even looking for that, you know. I don't feel like I'm that person. I rather have like a nice home, kind of in the middle of, I won't say middle of nowhere, but just like in a cute little neighborhood. I can fix my house up and impress the neighbors. We can all have brunch. But that's just like part of my humble wants. I would love that. But yeah, so that's where I'm at in life right now, guys. I'm just trying to figure stuff out. I'm trying to figure my life out. It's all a journey, and I'm so happy that I'm able to record it, film it, and just kind of look back at it and enjoy life. Things are good. Things are really good. Things are really looking up. And if you've watched me for a long time, I have my handful of viewers who have been with me through this journey, have seen the videos that I've posted that are now private, of me just crying my eyes out, screaming, to now, like, hey, it's been a ride. It's been a ride. So I thank everybody who's been there with me, and for the encouragement and the comments, that love and support, because it has definitely made things easier as well. You know, seeing that people are watching and like that they care, and they care about your well-being, and they support you, and I really appreciate that, because we need some of that. I'm just a fun person. I mean, I'm sorry people don't understand me, and I just have, people think my views are unrealistic, where I'm just like, be a free spirit, be happy, positive, because like I said early in the video, there's so much negativity, understandably speaking. There's just so much depression going around, so much mental health issues, and people can't just flip that switch and be happy. And I get that. And then sometimes I wonder, well, how can you improve on that? And some people can be like, well, there's no improvement. You just kind of cope with it. You can never be truly happy. And that's a strong statement. Like, and then people would think people like me would be like insensitive or just not understanding enough. And it's a very touchy subject. You have to really, it's one of those things where you need to, I don't know, not talk out of your ass, I guess. Like, really try to understand. And I overhear conversations when I'm out and about, or I look online, and I just see conversations and people kind of going back and forth on the issues if it comes up, and I'm like, oh my God. And I used to be like the insensitive kind of way, but not on purpose. It's just, I just didn't know. And you kind of understand more when you go through like traumatizing things and things that I've gone through and understand, and it's just, it's very touchy, you know? But all I'm saying is that I always mean well. I'm a happier person than maybe most, and I'm not saying that in like a bragging way. It's just, I've never had to deal with issues really. Being closed off, I guess, that's been one thing I've had. There's no traumatizing experiences, and yeah. So it's made me into who I am today, and the experiences have molded me into who I am today. I love who I'm becoming, and you know, that'd be that. You know, I feel like I don't take much serious, but I know when to take things serious. I narrow it better these days. I know how to balance, like know what's important in life, and know when not to like be an idiot, you know? And it's something I'm passionate, like I am passionate about what I believe in, my views, and I will defend them to the grave. And I've learned more now these days that I'm never letting that go again, because it happened over the last year, like where I felt like everything I believed in was torn to the ground, and I'll be damned if it happens, if I let that happen again. Because I am passionate about, I am strong in my views, and that's just what it is. I'm strong-minded. I've always been strong-minded. I've always been rather opinionated. And just, but always meaning well, you know? So I think some people, it's hard for them to handle that sometimes. And yeah, I went through that a little bit in my relationship. But I mean, it's okay. It's just, I think it can get more difficult when two strong-minded people are together, and they feel like they're all the way up here in a way. Not that they're better, but you know, they feel like, okay, my views mattered, but not so much yours. In a way, compromise was hard, which made communication hard, because we felt like we had to defend ourselves and our views to the end, and somebody had to get the last word. It was like, yeah. Looking back at it, it's funny, but we always meant well. Everything was always meant well. I think that's what I want in somebody. I want someone that's going to be able to like fight me back, but at the end of the day, not stay mad at me, not stay upset. We're going to be like my grandparents. You're going to fight it out, but you know, you're going to love each other at the end no matter what. That's what I would love. I would just, you know, yay. This single life though. And don't get me wrong, I like being single, not for like the not for the hoish reasons, but for like the learning independence, the good kind of independence, not the one where you're cocky and you feel like you're better than everybody else and like ego and pride, but more of like just learning how to be on your own, independent, learn how to depend on you and only you. And I feel like the way I'm doing it, because I'm not jumping into anybody, I'm not ready for anybody, and I will admit that I'm not ready for anybody. That's how you naturally find somebody, when you're just not thinking about it, you're not looking. You have to build yourself up and kind of get your mind in that right frame, and then it kind of, the blessings flow in when you least expect it, and then you feel like you're so good with yourself to where it just feels natural. You just know when something is different, but good different with somebody, you know, when that spark is there. And yeah. And I won't lie, you know, I'll be honest, I've had my single times, if you will, you know, just kind of testing waters again, just kind of seeing what things are. It's been a while, okay? And I don't hook up, but you know, I've just been having experiences, not with the Rona going on, but you know, before that. Just to, you know, it's been a while, just to kind of see. And you know, I don't find joy. I honestly, I don't know how people find joy in like hoeing around, hooking up. Like, what are you getting out of it? Like, honestly, I don't know. I feel like it's just a cover up. It's like, okay, you get in the mood, you do whatever, and then you're done, and then what? It's like, where is the purpose? You know, where do you feel good about yourself afterwards? I mean, I know people do, but I don't know. I'm more of substance, does that make sense? Like, I want more, obviously, and it feels weird, you know? It just feels empty when you, yeah. I don't know, maybe that's like, that comes along with no strings attached. I don't know. True T, I'm a real hit it and quit it kind of guy. Like, I'm not gonna like stick around because I'm not looking for anybody. I'm not trying to get feelings. What are those? And I've had someone be like, oh, let's just cuddle and da-da-da. And I'm like, no, ew, I want to go home. I gotta go. My family's meeting soon. Oh my God, who am I? No, but I'm just like, it just feels empty afterwards, after the fact. And it's like, is this what my life has come to? There are people together being cute, and here I am just like, what? Ew. Like, you know, and it's just, ew. I just feel like it's a cover up, like sadness. Like, you need someone, so like, why don't you just kind of dive in, you know? I don't know. It's weird to explain. I'm just not that I've never been that person. Never gonna be that person. I guess once in a while don't hurt when sometimes you just need somebody, but I'm not trying to like contradict myself or be a hypocrite here, but I miss having somebody, you know? I see people doing like the cutesy things, and you want that, but again, you can't let that and the loneliness kind of push you into just kind of getting into something that you know is not right. That's where you have to let the natural flow. Like, I know the time will come if I'm meant to be with somebody, they're gonna be naturally coming in. And I'm not gonna have to chase for it, because let me tell you, I'll be damned if I'm chasing anybody. If someone's interested in me, their effort will be the reflection of their interest. So I will let them do it. I will do my part. If they do their part, it's going to be a good situation. That's how it's going to be. Amen. On that note, I think I'm gonna cut this video short, or just cut it short. Oh my god, I've been filming this for 32 minutes. Yeah, I think that's it. I feel like I got a lot of my general views out there in this talk video, and just, you know, hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, I want these talk videos to be something as an escape that people can go to and grab a snack, sit down, let's just listen to some real talk here. I feel like I don't see a lot of this on YouTube of genuine people. Like, you know, I feel like when the YouTubers and like the popular people do it, there's some kind of sponsorship behind it. There's some kind of, you just don't know what's real and what's fake in their life. You don't know what's real in their life. They got millions of subscribers. Like, what's real? And I feel like the nobodies, I'm nobody on YouTube, they don't get enough recognition for being this straight up. Like, I would love for whoever watches these videos, that this would be like your escape. Just sit down, we can talk in the comments, we can just, you know, discuss things, whether it's good or bad, if you agree with me, whether you disagree with me on something. Because there'll be videos that I think I'll make talk videos where I'll have opinions on things, and we'll kind of dive into some issues maybe, and just we'll kind of discuss. So I want this to be like a nice place of, I don't know, freedom. So that'd be that. So thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this long video, and you know, I'll start doing these more. So that'd be that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.